We're not white coats.
White Paul is actually better than
All right, whenever you guys are ready to go.
Okay. So ours is called Joystick, and it's your guide to playing games on consoles. So basically what it is, like the application concept, what we made, it's a video game search tool. So we found a website called IGDB, and it's basically like the IMDb of video games. It's probably like the most extensive video game website like there is. I don't know if anyone's ever used it before, but I'd never seen it before, and it was like crazy going through it. Like everything video games under the sun, all the information you could ever need. So we used that. We used the API for that, and we'll show that more later. The Twitter API as well, which again we'll get into that later. But basically what we wanted to do was almost like recreate this website and just kind of change it a little bit, make it a little bit more simple because the website's really cluttered. There's so much information. So we made it pretty simple, just focused on console games. So we have Nintendo, Xbox One, and PS4. And basically when you go through our website, which we'll show in a little bit, we have like a carousel where you can scroll through the games, and it'll give you a list of games from their API in a really just like simple user-friendly format. And when you click on one of those games, it'll take you to information on the page. So we'll go into that later. And yeah, just wanted to make it really user-friendly. Originally, we were going to do like Steam and other like iOS mobile games as well, but as we just ran out of time, so we just went for console stuff only. And I think we'll go into more of that in a little bit. So.
the motivation for this development, I pretty much came up with the idea. I'm like a big gamer, so I go to pretty much most of or all of the sites that you could think of for gaming. One of the things that I found most was everything is kind of all over the place. For any new games, recent games, you have to like open up a window for Twitter, open up a window for YouTube, and search that way. What we really wanted to do was make it easy for anybody, like anybody that's into any type of games, just to have everything all on one screen. Whatever's recent, screenshots, gameplay, just to kind of make it a lot easier for everybody, because not everybody's a real hardcore gamer like that. Some people just like, mobile games or something. Some people just want to see what the game looks like. And instead of going through 100 different outlets just to try to find one thing, we kind of had it all just pop up on one screen for you.
Yeah, like another reason, like you said, not everyone's like super into games, so that's why we decided to make a console, because typically, casual gamers will just play Xbox or whatever with their friends, where it's like hardcore players will play on PC or whatever. So that's another thing that we thought of. And let's move on to design process, which Nate's going to talk about. You want me to switch to the page yet?
No, do that in the Institute process. So for the design process, when we got into our group, originally first we just started looking at APIs. We had a entire list of different APIs, like went to, I don't remember what the website, but we just had a bunch of different APIs, just looking through what we can do. Then Mike came out with this idea of using this IGDB database to like consolidate all the game information. We just both agreed on that this would be a cool idea to start up on, just kind of try to make. So we started messing with the API, but we couldn't get it to work for ourselves, so we got the help of Alex to help us get it together. So without Alex, he's like our fourth secret member. So, yeah, without Alex, we probably wouldn't have gotten this working. But so I think that's about it.
Yeah, I think another one of our ideas when we started, we were going to do an ESPN API, we were going to do scoreboards, but we got
That was our backup.
Yeah, so that was a backup idea. So we didn't go with our first idea.
The biggest thing on design was that the IGDB page used Node, which everybody knows that we're not on to yet. So we kind of just had Alex help us make the API key for it.
Yeah, they just told me what endpoints they wanted, and I just threw it into a Node app,
Just like
Node
Ajax,
server.
so.
And then like I just gave them the link for the Node server. It's pretty much the same exact thing, just not hitting them directly.
The only difference is that the API key was limited because we only had like a certain amount of information that we can actually use. So it doesn't actually include all the information that we would like to put up. But once we get into Node, we could do that.
So for the technologies that we use, like we mentioned, the IGDP API, we use the Twitter API as well, which Alex also helped us with. And that calls like certain tweets about the game, which is something that the IGDP website doesn't have. So when you click into a specific game on our page, it'll load up like a Twitter feed. For some of the games, not all of them have like recent tweets about it, I guess, but some games do, and you can see like just like what people are talking about on Twitter for this specific game. We use Materialize as some of our CSS stuff, and I don't think we ever looked at the foundation like we see like a lot of other people were messing with. I think we started with
I looked at it for a second, but it looked hard to set up at first.
Yeah.
And we had already started on Materialize, so.
Yeah, Materialize
Stuck
was
with it.
good for us. We used a couple other things like the carousel, the parallax, I think we saw earlier too, so that's cool. And yeah, that was great. All right, so we're gonna go to the page now.
All right, so when you get on the page here, you have your top nav bar. This is just kind of like, say you want to use the nav bar up the top because you're used to it, you can go for it, you can use this. But if you scroll down, what you have here is a carousel. And when you click on it, you can see the collapsible at the bottom up here. So say we wanted to go for a PlayStation game, let's go for, just gonna open up. Here we go. So we're gonna go for a PlayStation game. Let's go for Tales of Destiny 2. Sure. Okay, so this is a bug actually, what you're seeing. Yeah, what happens is it's Ajax calls loading it before the page actually loads up.
The API I created, it goes to sleep because it's on Heroku and I didn't pay for it to keep it alive. So it's not a bug on their end.
I don't know. I'm not sure how to fix it, but that was one of the problems
you
that
can't.
Tales of Destiny 2. As you can see, there's probably not a lot of information on this game. No tweets about it. There's no description. There's no rating. But it has screenshots. So we can look through these screenshots and see if we want to buy the game on this, I guess, side. But it's not much to go off of, so let's just go back. Yeah, let's go back. Let me find Crash Bandicoot. I know Crash Bandicoot has stuff. Let's see. Okay. And I gotta refresh because it's taking the other page's information. Okay, so when we refresh here, we get Crash Bandicoot. And you can see, here's some tweets. This is like the last thing we put in, so it's not pretty yet, but we could make it pretty easily. This is like, what it searches for right now is just news, because if it just searches for Crash Bandicoot, you might get some guy saying, hey, I'm playing Crash Bandicoot right now. Hey, this game's really fun. But like, that's not gonna help you decide, like, if you wanna really get into this game. But maybe it's news, maybe this link is like, Crash Bandicoot Pops. I think that's like a product of some sort, I'm not sure.
Probably.
But you can check it out, look it up if you wanted to. It's a game cover, the score, the rating. This bar is the rating. This is for Materialize, the bar. So it's not the best bar, but it's a bar. You have the description. There were multiple tabs here where there were supposed to be videos, but we didn't get the YouTube API to work with this. And so you have one bar here that's just description. It collapses. But say you had the other bars, they would open up and display your videos in a nice neat carousel. And here's some screenshots from Crash Bandicoot, so you can see. Hey, I like this game. It has a pig. It has this wild fox thing. Yeah, Crash Bandicoot with some leaves. I think I like this game. You know, it's really cool. Yeah, that's TNT. I think I like this game. It's really cool. So you can get your information straight off of here, one spot. When we do have the YouTube API in here and working, you know, you can see the gameplay, trailers. Saw some for Twitch API, so you can see people actually playing the games if they're actually streaming it. So there's a lot of like scaling with this project, and we can really expand it into something big. At the bottom, we have even more coming soon features, like you can get your last visited items. So say I just went to Tales of Destiny 2, right? But it's not here because it's the coming soon feature. But later, it'll be like if you went to Tales of Destiny 2, it'll pop up there and you can go to it. Same with recently released, anything that just came out like this month, last 2 weeks, it'll pop up there. And popular games, anything that anybody's really like, everybody's just on it, then yeah, that'll pop up there. So that's how the website works. You click that controller icon here and you go straight back to the main page.
Yeah, and also with the carousel, in terms of like what games pop up, we want that to be kind of like a mix between popular games, recently released games, etc. So right now, I mean, I think the game we clicked on came out like 15 years ago, so
Yeah.
it's not like the most recent released games, but that's something that we're gonna change in the carousel going forward. All right, we're gonna go back to the PowerPoint. And last slide.
For future development, what we want to do is try to be like Dan said, try to be just like the IGDB page, but more user friendly. So we want to include all types of consoles, PC, like mobile games, iOS, Android. We want to include everything for everybody, so it's not just hitting a certain select target of people. We want to try to get the YouTube API to work. We just really didn't have enough time to mess with it. It's a little complicated. We want to just be able to show game trailers. That way people can actually see what the game looks like, because I know a lot of sites it'll get maybe a little slow to try to get certain videos and try to see what you want to see what the game looks like or how it plays. We want to make user authentication so it kind of stores everything. What we have right now is everything is in a session storage, so just whatever you're doing at that time, whatever you're searching, it's just going to store in that and kind of populate based off what you're searching. And with user authentication, it'll save